Hi Virgo, welcome to Higher Source Tarot. This is for your May 2020 tarot check for all Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And I want to thank you guys for subscribing, watching my channel, commenting, liking, and sharing my videos. I really appreciate that support, and it's fun to stay connected with all of you. If you're new, I'd love to have you as a subscriber, and if you hit the bell, you'll be notified when new videos are posted, which is about every week. However, I just did a seasonal tarot check, which was a reading for the months of May through August. We were having some really heinous weekly readings. The energy was just all over the place. And so it was great to see these seasonal checks and see the energy stabilize and get a lot more consistent. So yeah, I think we have good things coming towards us, and we'll just continue, right? So this is for Virgo for May 2020. All Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is for Virgo. Here we go. Your current position is the Death card, and your immediate influence is the Three of Pentacles. And your destiny here, you have the Eight of Cups. In the distant past, you have the Page of Pentacles, and the more recent past, the Five of Pentacles. And then you have the Sun card coming towards you. That's nice. You're represented by you as the Hermit, and the people or the influences around you are the Star. You've got the Devil here, and your hopes and fears, and then the outcomes, the Ten of Wands, and the bottom of the cards is the Justice card. So interesting reading for you. So you've got Scorpio here, you've got Leo, you've got Virgo, you've got Capricorn, you've got Libra, and Aquarius. Lots of major arcana, and you've definitely got a lot of earth in this reading here. So you start off here with some kind of transformation about a partnership, and it may be possible for some of you it's employment and things are going to radically change at work. And I mean, I think that's for everybody. You know, where I live, you're required to wear a mask. You won't be ticketed, but if you go into a public place without one, you can be told to leave. So it's, you know, it's a time of transformation. I think people that have been off of work are going to be getting recalled, but they're going to have parameters. You're not going to just show up and do business as usual. You may be having masks. I know I saw some universities are working on taking doorknobs off of doors so that they can be entered without having to actually touch anything. So you definitely have a transformative energy with this. But I also think in terms of a relationship, this is also a time of transformation. You know, I've seen this more than enough times now where people are in this pandemic and they're trying to make major decisions. Please, my God, for the love of God, the energy on this is transformation, yes, but deciding, well, I hate this person I'm with, you know, it would really be better to really take a good hard look at that and say, you know, why is it? Well, I'm spending too much time with them. When I don't spend this much time with them, I don't seem to mind them as much. We always want to go towards something, not trying to leave something, because when we do that, we take the vibration with us of that negative thing that we're trying to get away from. So be very careful with that. Now, I do think you're working on yourself. Your destiny here is about spiritual enlightenment, about working on yourself. You know, I don't think it's just about walking away from a situation, like I said, as much as learning how to walk to things, learning how to, you know, really focus on what you want instead of trying to avoid what you don't want. Because when we do that, we tend to just attract more of it. So be very clear on what it is that you want your life to look like. Craft a master plan, craft a vision. What do I want? And then feel the feeling of that thing. You know, until we have the feeling of having it and we're in that place of happiness, of joy, of freedom, you won't get it. You'll get more of your own vibration. We're human beings, right? The human part of us is the ego, and the beingness is the soul or the spirit or the source connection. So I take my beingness wherever I go, and if my beingness is stuck in resentment, in anger, in fear, I'm bringing that with me. So connect yourself to joy, connect yourself to freedom, and you will get that. Now, in the past here, you had the Page of Pentacles, and this was definitely an offer. You may have had somebody who came back around, and I feel like this person could be very in and out with you, an ex, and they're just, like I said, very in and out, and it just hasn't been a relationship that's been stable. And it feels very much like getting taken advantage of. They come back around, they kind of put on this false mask of wanting a relationship, being serious about you. They get what they need, and then they seem to disappear again. So be careful about that. In fact, it really is a time to, to turn away from that, because if you do, good things will come in for you. But you have this in the more recent past, the Five of Pentacles, and this is a change. Fives are always about change. And it may have been the last time where you went, okay, this person came in, used me, and they've left again, and just feeling kind of left out in the cold overall. So be aware of that. Look around you at the things that you have, and what do you love most in your life? Why do you love that thing? What about that is important to you? And ask those more mature questions to manifest more things like it. Now, you've got great energy coming towards you with the Sun card. And of course, this is Leo, but this is about things coming to light too. So I do feel like if you've had somebody who's been taking advantage of you, that's going to be shown. The Sun comes up, nothing can hide. But it's a card of great victory, success, and happiness. So, certainly this is a time where you're going to have achievement. And I do think if you've had people in the past who have come around to take advantage of you, you're much more self-aware of that. And the Sun illuminates everything. It's joy, it's warmth, it's happiness. It's definitely about personal growth. So I do think for some of you, you're getting on more of a spiritual journey where maybe in this quarantine, you've spent a lot of time watching Gaia TV, or you've been watching YouTube videos of things that play on Gaia TV, as long as they don't get a copyright strike, right? And it's really raising your vibration. I feel like overall, that's the thing. That's really what I'm getting. You're raising your own vibration. And because of that, you're going to attract some awesome things. You're represented here by you, by the Hermit. And the Hermit is the Fool's or the soul's guide on the journey here. So this is actually a nice card to have in this place, because it's telling you that you're on the right track. He's got this lantern in the night that he guides the soul on to seek solitude and just a time of inner guidance. So let go of the self-criticism. If you've been hard on yourself, like, how could I have let that happen? Don't worry about it. You did, because you were learning. It was part of a journey. It definitely can be a time where you've been single for a while. I do feel like that for somebody in this reading. They've been single and they're ready for more, but they're kind of cautious. Whoever this is for, you're cautious and you're ready for the real deal. Now, coming in around you here, we've got the Star card, and this is wish fulfillment. So this is a great time to get clear on what it is that you really want to attract into your life. It's a time of renewal for you, and a time of just taking great care of yourself. So it's Aquarius. I think I might have mentioned that. I don't know. But you also have, with this water flowing, water is always emotion. And it's like you've got this, I feel like a person coming in who's going to have reciprocity. I don't feel like they're going to show up in May, though. I'll just be honest with you. I think it could be a little bit. But the energy is, you're manifesting it. And some of us are slower to manifest because we're so stuck in limiting beliefs. That's the only reason. I mean, there's billions of people out there. They could show up right next to you in a minute if you could allow that to happen. But because we have limiting beliefs, we kind of get stuck. However, I do think they're coming towards you. Your hopes and fears here are the devil. This is Capricorn. So if you were with a Capricorn, because you certainly have heavy earth energy in this reading, I think there's still sort of this fear of going back into that and being trapped with this person, and just being kind of up in your head, overthinking things, feeling tied to something that you don't need to be tied to. You can walk free anytime. Again, when we look at these chains, they're very loose on Adam and Eve here. And so, it's also a time too, this can be a card of addiction. It may also be a time in somebody's life here to get sober. or to get away from somebody that's been a very codependent relationship. It's time to put the burdens down here with this Ten of Wands, okay? You've been carrying something for a while. For some of you, if you have some past trauma, it may be time to get into therapy and really kind of unpackage it and let go of it, because somebody's carrying something here. And it's heavy and it's deep, and I feel like it's very old. And it's time to move away from that, because there's a pattern that keeps repeating with it. And when you can let go of that, you will walk free. So this Justice card here is, of course, Libra energy, but I also feel like it's telling you that you may need to seek higher resources. It's also telling you that the work that you put in will be rewarded. So if you are working on yourself with the Star card, with the Hermit, and now with this Justice card, you're going to see great gains from it. Again, most of us are too stuck in the material world to manifest things overnight, but sometimes we can. Occasionally that does happen. Now, this is interesting because I had no idea this was coming. This is the Louise Hay card, and Louise is in the non-physical, but she was a real master with law of attraction. It is safe to ask for help. When you fear you can't do it all by yourself, maybe it's a sign you don't have to. When you stop trying to do it all by yourself, help appears. That's true. The teacher appears when the student is ready, right? So I love you so much, Virgo, and I will be back in about a week for your weekly tarot check.